Hey everyone, it's Henna here and thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time to my channel, then hi, my name is Henna, just like the henna tattoo. But if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I do post new videos here every week, once a week. And I'll also be picking one lucky subscriber to win a free iPad once I hit 10,000 subscribers, so why not get on that? But alright guys, let's just get straight into this video. Alright guys, so today's video will be a first impression tutorial kind of video on the Dominique Cosmetics. I'm gonna say the Berries and Cream collection. So here is the bundle right here. This is how the bundle looks like. You can go ahead and get the bundle for $75 if I'm not mistaken. And then inside includes the Berries and Cream palette, which retails for $44, and then the two individual liquid lipsticks are $18 each. So I guess let's just get straight into this. The reflective sleeve. So I'll just go ahead and pull it out, and this is how the Berries and Cream palette looks. It's a pretty big palette. It's way bigger than her latte palette. It's definitely a difference in that. And then in this one, I know the main difference that she was saying when Christen Dominique was releasing her palette is that they definitely went ahead and changed the eyeshadow pans. They're now octagons. Alright, so going into this palette, I honestly don't have any plans about what I'm doing with the eyeshadow look. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to go for it. We're going to go there and let's just see what happens. I have no clue. I went ahead and made sure to match also for the palette. Like I'm wearing this. It's really an off-the-shoulder top, but I just feel more comfortable like that. But I wanted to be in theme for this video and this palette. So without further ado, guys, let's just get straight into this video. All right, so I want to go ahead and prime the lids with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I'm just going to take some on my beauty sponge right here. And this is the beauty sponge I use a lot now. It is the one by EcoTools, their Total Perfecting Blender. This is just the holiday collection one, so it's this pink color. Otherwise, it comes in that green bluish shade. So I just want to go ahead and apply some Paint Pot. For a while, I was using concealer as my eye primer, but I don't know why. I just want to switch back to this one. All right, that looks about good. You don't want to overdo it with the Paint Pot because you really can. And it can get really crazy. Let's just start this out. So I'm going to take this EcoTools Everyday Eye Brush right here, and I'm just gonna pick this shade Soft and Sweet right here, that as my transition shade on the eye. So far there has been a little bit of a kickback. I don't know if you can see that. That doesn't really bother me as long as the eyeshadow performs well, but I just wanted to mention that there is a little bit of kickback, and I'm trying to make sure to go in with the light hand because as I applied the first time, I was like, ooh, it's a little pigmented right there. So let me not go in with the rough hand. Let me go in with the light hand. I'm going to now go into the shade Toasted. We're just right here. I'm going into Toasted. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going for it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to apply it literally just a little bit below where I put the shadow Soft and Sweet. Okay, just a little subtle. I don't want to do anything too crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Cherry Juice on a Morphe M535 brush and just kind of put that right here, whatever you call this area. I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. So I'm going to go ahead and take Chocolate Mousse. Again, I have no idea what I am doing, but when is this ever new, right? Oh, and this is my favorite brush to do this part, and this is the one by Moda Pro. It is their crease brush. Love this one. And I just want to intensify the outer corner of the eye, the outer crease, whatever you call this. But still, I wanted that berry color to show because this is a Berries and Cream palette. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this brush right here. It's like a packing brush. And I want to take that Chanel Sweet Cream right here, this one, and I just want to apply it all right here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the mirror that's in here, so sorry if I'm blocking the way. Wow, what a pretty shadow. That is laying beautifully. So this is what I've noticed in her latte palette as well. Her shadows, especially her matte ones, and of course her shimmer ones as well, but her matte shadows, you don't need like let's say you want to cut the crease. I didn't even need concealer to do this, okay? Like look at that, the pigment in the shadow. I'm living for Sweet Cream right now, to the point where I'm adding more when I didn't even want to put as much as I'm putting, but you know what, I'm gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and intensify the outer corner just a tiny. I'm gonna take that same Moda crease brush, and I'm gonna dip into Blackberry, black shade right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like it a lot. Okay, that really added something, and I don't know what it is, but that something looks really nice. So now I'm just gonna go back in with this Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just gonna take Soft and Sweet and just make sure to blend everything out right here and kind of drag it a little bit to make it more of a cat effect. So I want to go ahead and I just decided I'm gonna use a liquid liner to tie up this look. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just apply some concealer, finish the rest of my face, then I'm going to be back and we're going to put the lower lash eyeshadow and we'll finish this up. But let me just go ahead and do the rest off camera because it'll just take too long. Alright guys, so while off camera I went ahead and took Sugar Cookie right here and I applied some where I applied sweet cream just to make it pop out a little bit. The last thing I have left to do is just apply some shadow on the bottom. So I'm going to go back into Soft and Sweet and just apply some right here underneath. And then I'm going to take some of that cherry juice. Try to go in with a light hand as much as possible. All right, and I think the last shadow I'm going to take is go back into that Sugar Cookie right here. And I want to take some and apply it on the inner corner right there. I don't know, I have a feeling it'll look really, really pretty. And I was right. It looks almost like frosted. The last thing left to do is just to use her liquid lipsticks. I know there's two. There's a creamy pink color and there's a berry plum. So it's that frosted type of encasing right here. So I definitely want to use this one right here, plum berry or peri plum, what is it called? Plum berry. So it's just like her lip glosses. That's the applicator. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and applied the shade Plum Berry on my lips. This is definitely a really pretty color. Now these colors these like berry kind of colors tend to be patchy, so I would recommend definitely applying a lip liner with this. I didn't do a lip liner because I wanted to test it out on its own, but it is soft to the touch. It's not sticky at all, which is nice, and it makes my teeth look really white. But alright guys, that is it for this review. What do I think of the Berries and Cream palette? I think it is a gorgeous palette. Like I was mentioning before, this is definitely something that is not only for the holidays, because these are definitely colors that I incorporate in my everyday look. There's so many colors here. I think the only color I really wouldn't use on an everyday basis is the one right here, Toasted. It's like that mauve-y, cool tone gray shade. I tried to put it in my crease. I didn't really think I needed it. Didn't really show up, so I didn't really care for it. But other than that, the other shadows in this palette I think are beautiful. I especially love Sweet Cream, which I used right here, and then I went ahead and put over top Sugar Cookie, which I absolutely adore Sugar Cookie. Sugar Cookie is also in my inner corners. I think Sugar Cookie and Sweet Cream are such beautiful shadows. And just in general, if you haven't used Dominique Cosmetics, if you've used her other palettes before, her matte shadows are just amazing. They blend out beautifully, which is, as you can see right here, Cherry Juice and what was it, Blackberry, blended out beautifully. Her matte shadows have really great performance, and her shimmer shadows as well. The only other downfall I see in this palette is maybe the size of it. I am planning to travel in a bit, so I'm gonna see if I can pack this in my travel bag. If not, I think that's the only con, is maybe it might be too large to pack. Other than that, I really don't see anything else wrong with this palette. I mean, I think this is a great palette. The price isn't that bad, $44 for the size of pans you're getting, and it's a beautiful palette. Her liquid lipsticks, on the other hand, they're $18. Really pretty. Like I said, it is a little patchy, this color, but these colors in general, you do have to apply a lip liner. This one may be a little too pinky, gummy pinky for me, but I'm gonna see if maybe I can mix it up with some liners, have it work. But again, $18 for liquid lipsticks isn't bad, just because liquid lipsticks do range from like $20 and up. So overall, what I think of the Berries and Cream palette, I think it's a really beautiful collection. It's definitely something you should check out. If you haven't checked out Dominique Cosmetics yet, I do recommend, if you are on the budget and you're like, would I actually use it, go ahead and check out the Latte palette. The Latte palette from Dominique Cosmetics, Christen Dominique, is definitely a palette you will use all the time. I again use this one all the time. So yeah, I mean, it's just up to you. It's your cup of tea. I definitely just want to you know, make a statement about Dominique Cosmetics is I think it's such an underrated brand by Christen Dominique, who is a fellow beauty YouTuber here. I feel like even though it's influencer, I think her brand is still so underrated when her product is great. Her shadows are really great. So I just wanted to show some love to her. So yeah, I mean, to each his own, and just make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do post new videos here every week, once a week. And also give me a like on this video, letting me know what you think of my makeup look. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!